Hello, we are at the Behaviour Centre today. I'm Sarah Hallsworth, the Equine Behaviour Manager.
And I'm Claire Davenport, the Senior Team Leader.
So the Behaviour Centre has a specialised handling team, and we're here to support horses that have behavioural concerns. So they can be horses that are new intake, so horses that have come into the sanctuary with behavioural problems, or they could be residents where they're having perhaps problems with injections or problems with the farriers, and we're here to help support them.
The Glorious that turned up here was very underweight, very skinny. She obviously had behavioural concerns. We know that she had a very traumatic start in life. We knew that obviously she'd been on a horse box destined for the continent and had a lot of injuries. She spent a lot of time at our reception centre where her injuries were treated and cared for. She will have been in a lot of pain. So when she turned up here, we had a lot of problems with her resource guarding. So again, we surmise this is probably from maybe being weaned badly, not being given enough resources, being kept on her own. She was also clipped. So as a 2-year-old, for them to be clipped, we surmised that she'd potentially been in some sort of ridden training. So what we did is obviously once her wounds and everything had healed, our main priority was to get her out on some grass, integrated with some friends once she'd been signed off by the vets, so that she could live as much of a natural life as possible. So when Glorious arrived, we could catch her, we could lead her, we could inject her, we could do her feet. Obviously when she arrived, being very skinny and underweight, she probably wasn't feeling her best. So we found that as she put on weight and she got stronger, her behaviour deteriorated a little bit. We knew that we could do those basic things with her, but obviously to build really positive associations with humans, we wanted to be able to use positive reinforcement and food rewards. This wasn't sort of feasible when we first got her due to the resource guarding. So once she'd settled within her group and been given plenty of resources, plenty of time to just decompress and be a horse, we then have started her training. So what I'm doing with Glorious is I'm working in protected contact because she's quite a resource guarder, and she finds food very motivating and very arousing. It's for not only my safety but for her safety as well. So what I'm doing is I'm giving her a click when she has her ears forward and her head soft, and then just waiting for her just to show me that behaviour again, and then I'll give her a click and then deliver the food to her. All I want you to do is stand at a bowl, nice and calm, nice and relaxed whilst I deliver you food. I don't want you to put your ears back at me, I don't want you to spin and try and kick me, you don't need to bite me. I will give you food, I'm a nice thing, I predict food, so hopefully she's now going to see me as a very positive thing. So we're just trying to change that emotional outlook for her, that people aren't mean and nasty and going to mistreat her, that we are going to hopefully change that emotion for her. So I'm using the gate to keep me safe so that if she was to turn her bum or to pull a face, I'm not reinforcing that behaviour by leaving. I can just stand on this side of the gate and know that I won't be reinforcing behaviours I don't want to see. The behaviours she displays around food are very aggressive and very dangerous, and this is really, really abnormal in horses. They don't show those behaviours typically.
So I've worked at the Behaviour Centre for 26 years, and Glorious's behaviour is actually quite unusual. So in that time, I don't actually think I've seen a horse resource guard to that level, to be that frustrated and angry around food. I'm using quite a low value food, so I'm just using sort of like a pony balancer to try and just keep her arousal as minimal as possible. Good girl. Well done you. So I'm just pairing the click with the food. So I click, I wait for her to be nice and soft again, and then I deliver the food to her. She also has a little haylage net in her training area, so if she, good girl, if she wanted to, she could go off and eat that. So basically, the food isn't contingent on a behaviour. She can go off and eat some free food rather than thinking she has to stay with me to get food. Good girl. So this is quite difficult. Yeah, well done you. This is quite difficult for her, so she's just taken the opportunity to have some of the free food off the floor. Good girl. Yes, that's brilliant. And I'm not
sort of discouraging that. If she wants to eat some free food because what I'm trying to teach her has got quite hard, we allow that. I want her to choose to participate, good girl, in the training. Well done you. And what I do is I make sure I deliver the food away from my body, so I'm not encouraging her near my bum bag. Good girl, my love, that's brilliant. Well done you. So I'm just gonna do one more nice one with her, and then I'm gonna give her a little freebie on the floor and leave it for that session because I don't want to overcook her. Yay, good girl, well done you. It's very good, well done my love. So I'm not withholding food at the end of the training session. I'm just gonna give her a little jackpot in the bowl, and then I will walk away and leave her so she knows that's the end of the training session. Good girl.
Glorious has come a very long way from her arrival in 2024. While her physical wounds have healed, she will likely need specialised behavioural support for the rest of her life. For some horses, our behaviour centre is just part of their journey. But for Glorious and horses like her, it provides the environment they need to live a happy life. Help us provide specialised care to horses like Glorious by donating on our website. Thank you.